The Prime Minister touring the northern Bahamas in search of land for new home construction. Good evening, I'm C.S. Scatterly. This is the Bahamas Tonight, the weekend edition. Just a few weeks after the Affordable Homes Act 2018 was passed in the House of Assembly, Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis traveled to Abaco yesterday to view land that can be made available to construct homes for potential homeowners. Altavi's Munnings leads us off tonight.
The Prime Minister's first stop in Abaco on Friday was in Crossing Rocks. It's a community in South Abaco. He discussed and received an update on the housing situation in this part of Abaco. He then ventured further into Crossing Rocks to view the homes there and get a better understanding of what these residents have been faced with over the years. It's a matter the Member of Parliament for Central and South Abaco, James Albury, wanted the Prime Minister to see for himself.
Many of those records of payment and other files and records that are important were damaged, lost, or incomplete. So these persons never received conveyances or clear titles or anything like that.
I've looked at some of the documents, and some of the documents the government in the past had made a commitment that they would sell the land to those individuals for about $450, encouraging them to move off the coast, which was damaged by the hurricane, and into the subdivision. That commitment was made by the government from 2000, and we would live by those commitments. We would do our due diligence, ensure that they are there, they built, etc. And if the promise was made for $450, then they would receive the land at $450 so they can get the papers.
From Crossing Rocks, the delegation travels to Spring City to view the incomplete construction of homes that have reportedly been neglected for years.
Contractors had received government's money to complete the houses. As you can see, the houses have not been completed, and it's our responsibility to ensure that government money is properly spent. So we would go after those contractors. They must either bring the money back, they will be sued, and while they're being sued and our monies are still outstanding, they will be placed on a stop list so that they cannot do any government contracts until the monies are returned and the issue is resolved.
From South Abaco, the Prime Minister traveled to Central Abaco, Marsh Harper specifically, where he's now in the subdivision of Central Pines. The Prime Minister walked through the Central Pines subdivision, learning more about the available land there. The tour then ended in Murphytown, where there is also a demand for more homes to be built. Prime Minister Minnis said the government's ultimate goal is to make land available to create a new housing subdivision every year, allowing Bahamians to construct their own homes.
I think there'll be a demand in Exuma. There will be a demand in Eleuthera. New Providence, obviously, there's a demand, and there's also a demand here in Abaco. We've identified in Andres also. But when you're looking at the monies that we have and doing one subdivision per year, the demand especially is for the Eleuthera and Exuma, but we're looking at all of them.
Reporting from Abaco, I'm Altavi's Munnings, ZNS Network News.